Hey there everyone. So if I ask you which is the best text to speech model, what will you say? Maybe you say it is 11 lab. And what if I ask you the best conversational voice model? Some may say advanced voice mode or something else. But do you know what is common between these two? Both are paid. Yeah, you do get 10,000 credits in 11 labs, but that is for a whole month. And after that, you have to pay for it. But what if I told you there is a text to speech model that is either equal to or even better than 11 lab and absolutely for free, and a conversational model like advanced voice mode from ChatGPT, and even that too is absolutely for free, and both of these are unlimited. Yes, I am talking about Google AI Studio. So today I'll be showing you all of that. I'll be showing you some demos, how to use it and everything. So what you have to do is just go on to aistudio.google.com. After that, you will be greeted with this interface. Many of my subscribers will be familiar with this. So by default, you will be in the chat interface. What you have to do is you have to go into the stream interface. When you go into the stream interface, this is what you will be seeing. At the top right corner, you can select the model that you want to use. So previously it had Gemini 2 Flash and it was not that good. But if you have seen Google I/O, they did say about an updated Gemini 2.5 Flash native audio model, which has expressions and sounds way more human. So today we'll be checking that out, guys. So that is now available on Gemini AI Studio, as you guys can see. So for starters, let me select Gemini 2 Flash. Let's have a conversation and I'll show you what is the difference between this and the updated version. Hi there.
Hello there. Hi, how are you doing today?
Can you whisper?
I can't actually whisper, but I can speak more quietly. Would you like me to do that?
Okay, please do that.
Okay, I will continue to speak quietly. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Can you try to laugh?
I can try to simulate a laugh. Would you like me to try?
Of course.
Here's a simulated laugh. Ha ha ha. How was that?
Now can you try to show sadness?
I can try to express sadness through my words. Would you like me to try that?
But I also want you to, have emotions.
I understand that you would like me to express emotions. While I can process and generate text that simulates emotions, it's important to remember that I am an AI and do not actually experience feelings. With that in mind, how would you like me to express sadness?
Yeah, please don't feel the emotions, but have an emotional tone.
Okay, I can try to convey an emotional tone without actually feeling the emotion. How would you like me to express sadness in my tone? Should I use specific words or phrases, or focus on the rhythm and intonation of my speech?
Feel free to do anything that you like.
Okay, I'll try to express sadness through my tone. I might lower my pitch, speak more slowly, and use words that are associated with sadness, such as, I'm feeling down, or that's really disappointing. How does that sound?
So now you saw that the model was actually not able to, replicate those feelings.
You're right. It can be difficult for a language model to truly replicate feelings, since I don't experience them myself. It's more like I'm mimicking the way humans express those feelings through language.
And you also saw that it was actually trying to respond to me when actually I was trying to talk to you guys. So let's move on to Gemini 2.5 Flash preview native audio dialogue. So now let's start a conversation and see if the new model is able to, express emotions. Hi there, can you talk to me while you're whispering?
Sure, I can whisper to you.
Wow, that is so fascinating.
What's so fascinating about it?
It feels so good.
I'm glad it makes you feel good.
Now, can you laugh?
Of course. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Let's play a fun little game. What we'll be doing is I'll be asking you to, express some emotions, and that could be various emotions, and you have to express that emotions using sentences, and you have to actually pick up that emotional tone. Will you try that?
Sure, I can try that. I'll do my best to express the emotions you request through my responses.
Okay, show anger.
What? You're telling me to express anger now? Is there a reason for this sudden shift? I find this quite irritating.
Wow, excellent. Now can you show deep sorrow?
If only there was a way to convey the depth of this sorrow. It feels like a heavy weight pressing down on everything. The sadness is so overwhelming, and there seems to be no end to it. It's a truly disheartening feeling.
Can you include some sighs and breaths?
Deep breaths. Oh, the weight of this sorrow is so heavy. The sadness of despair feels like a physical burden. Every breath feels heavy, and the sadness just lingers. Deep breath. It's a pain that goes deep.
So now you guys saw that, this model was actually able to convey emotions exactly how we wanted.
I'm glad I could demonstrate the ability to express emotions as requested. I
But now
find it
you
an interesting exercise.
Now you see that when I'm talking to you, it's actually responding. So what can we do to stop this? Well, actually, there is an option called proactive audio. So what does it do? As it says, this feature enables the model to choose not to respond to audio that's not relevant. So you can specify a topic and the model will only respond when you're talking about that particular topic. Let me actually show you that. So let me start up a new conversation, enable proactive audio, and what I'll do is I'll just mention only talk to the user about mobile phones and nothing else. So I've set up this custom instruction at the top. Now let's see what happens. That dish was delicious. Can you tell me about the best restaurants over here? So now you can see I'm talking to the model, but it's not responding because I'm not talking about the topic that I've mentioned at the very top in the custom instructions. Also, I'm talking to you guys, but the model is not responding. Let's try something which is mentioned over here. Can you tell me the best mobile phones that you are aware of?
Some popular choices right now include the latest iPhones and Samsung Galaxy phones. They're both known for great performance and features.
Now you guys could see that when I was talking about the topic that was mentioned over here at the top, the model did actually respond. And now I'm talking to you guys, the model is not responding exactly how we wanted. Now let's try something else. Now you know advanced voice mode in ChatGPT has access to web, so it can search the web and actually come up with a very good response. Well, actually you do have that option over here called grounding with Google search. So when you enable this, the model will search the web and tell you the most recent information. Let's try this out. Hey there.
Hello, how can I help you today?
Can you tell me the latest custom model that OpenAI has released just for coding?
OpenAI recently released several new models that are specifically designed for developers and excel at coding tasks. The GPT 4.1 series offered improved performance in areas like code generation, following instructions, and handling longer context. There are also OpenAI O3 and O4 mini models, which are designed for complex reasoning and can handle tasks involving coding, math, and visual understanding.
So now you saw it actually searched the web. It is also citing the thing it searched for, and it is giving you very latest information about GPT 4.1. But what if you actually wanted to, have a deeper insight? What if you could actually talk to a thinking model? That's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's end this conversation, and at the top right corner you can see there is another model that is Gemini 2.5 Flash Experiment Native Audio Thinking Dialogue. So this is, as it says, is a thinking model. So we'll enable the Google search. Let's have a conversation. Hey, can you share with me the latest model releases from OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google?
Here are some of the latest model releases from OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google AI. OpenAI recently released O3 and O4 mini models, which are advanced reasoning models that can use tools like web search and analyze images and files. Anthropic launched Claude Opus 4 and Claude Sonnet 4, focusing on improved coding and reasoning capabilities, with Opus 4 particularly designed for complex tasks. Google AI introduced Gemini 2.5 Pro Experimental, which is highlighted as an intelligent reasoning model, along with specialized models like Sec Gemini V1 and Dolphin Gemini.
So now you can see it has thought for a few seconds. You can see the thought process over here as well. Try to do some Google search and has come up with the information. So this was a very small sample. You can also do a very deep research, maybe ask about the latest AI updates and things like that. So you can mix and match things and have fun, and share with me in the description as well. By the way guys, if you are liking this video up until now, please to hit the like button. That really helps me a lot. So please make sure to hit the like button. Thank you. Up until this point, we saw a conversational model, and we saw in many ways it is actually comparable or even better than advanced voice mode in ChatGPT. And the best part is this is absolutely free guys. But I did also mention about 11 labs, replacing 11 labs, and we do have a feature for that as well guys. So here you can see now we were in the stream option. What you have to do is you have to go into generate media. When you go into generate media, you will see multiple options. Do try all of them, but today we'll be focusing on Gemini speech generation. When you click Gemini speech generation, so this is kind of an interface that you will be seeing. Also, if you look at the models, they are now changed. The models that we see now is Gemini 2.5 Flash Preview TTS, Gemini 2.5 Pro Preview TTS. TTS meaning text to speech. In the mode, you can select single speaker or multi-speaker audio. Let's select single speaker now. And what we'll be doing is I'll be sharing my script over here, and And at the very top, what we'll be mentioning is narrate this in a style of a southern accent YouTuber. Take natural pauses. So this is what we are mentioning and let's hit run. So unlike the previous model where we instantly got a response, the whole audio is actually generated. After that, you are able to listen it. So let's wait for that and see how the response is. Now you can see the audio is generated and it is 5 minutes and 27 seconds, guys. So if you try to generate this in the previous mode that we were using, you will be having some issues. But now since it's generated, let's actually have a listen.
On one hand, we have the god of aesthetics, Claude 3.7 Sonnet. And on the other hand, we have the current state of the art, Gemini 2.5 Pro. Who will win? Let's find out. Starting off with the first question, model in a teacup. Let's look at Claude 3.7 Sonnet's response.
So that surely is a southern accent. So you have multiple voices to actually choose from.
What kind of problem could we solve?
I think this is natively a southern accent. So let's actually pick this and I'll try to generate this once again. And we should get an even stronger accent. Although I think we can achieve that with better prompting, but still, let's have a listen. So it's done generating. Let's have a listen.
Claude 3.7 Sonnet. On one hand, we have the god of aesthetics, Claude 3.7 Sonnet. And on the other hand, we have the current state-of-the-art, Gemini 2.5 Pro. Who will win? Let's find out. Starting off with the
I think the previous one was stronger accent, but anyways, you get it. What you can also do is you can actually include emotion. So we'll be using parentheses. Let's mention some emotion. Laughs, fear, excitement. Now let's have a listen. Now you can see I have mentioned some emotions. Excited build-up, laughs, and then again excitement. So it's done generating, guys. Let's have a listen.
On one hand, we got the god of aesthetics, Claude 3.7 Sonnet. And on the other hand, we got the current state-of-the-art, Gemini 2.5 Pro. Who will win? Let's find out. Starting off with the first question. Model in a teacup, let's look at Claude 3.7 Sonnet's response.
So you saw that compared to its previous one, we do see it has more expression. Although I think the sound itself, the one that we have picked over here, it's kind of a laid back sound. That's the reason we are not seeing it being too express, but you get the point. This is how you can actually mention emotion. So this was single speaker audio, but here in the mode you can actually see we have multi-speaker audio. They already have a demo mentioned over here. So let me actually explain you all of this. Here you can see this is the script builder. You can give style instructions like speaker 1 speaks with this kind of emotion, speaker 2 speaks with this particular kind of emotions. You can add dialogue. You can add, so we already have speaker 1 and speaker 2. Let's add something like, what are you doing? I don't like it. Let's add speaker 2's dialogue. I don't care what you like or not. So you can see while I'm adding the dialogue over here, you can see the text over here is also getting updated. I'll be explaining you about this, but let's actually do a run. So it's done generating. Let's have a listen.
Hello, we're excited to show you our native speech capabilities.
Where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started.
What are you doing? I don't like it.
I don't care what you like or not.
So you saw this is how it's generated. You also saw that there were two different voices. So you can actually select that from this voice settings here on the right side. For speaker 1, you can select the voice. You have quite a lot of them. For speaker 2 as well, you can select the voice. Also, you don't have to, always click add dialogue over here. What you can do is you can directly mention speaker and you can see it is getting added over here. What you can also do is you can ask ChatGPT or Gemini 2.5 Pro to change your script into this particular format. Let's actually try something. So now you can see I actually copied and pasted this demo script that they gave and I just said, do you understand the format used in this script and various elements? And you can see ChatGPT says it understood the script. Now we can actually generate a scenario and have fun with that. Well, I did have an idea actually. What I said is also what we can do is mention emotions in square parentheses like laugh, anger, etc. What do you think of that? And it understood all of that. And you can see this is the example script that it has generated. So this is on a side note, this is kind of an methodology that I use whether it's coding or having a chat, mentioning things in bits and pieces. So this is what I'm sending. Now come up with a long script between two speakers. The first one is a girlfriend and the other one is a boyfriend. Both are having a fight because the boy doesn't spend time with her and just plays stupid video games according to her. So have scenarios, examples that they come up with, debating over it and trying to prove themselves right. That will be fun. Please do also specify the whole setting, the place they are in. the whole environment and everything in scene description at the very top, followed by the format we just finalized. So let's see. We'll have a script and I'm pretty much excited. Okay, so the whole text is generated. Let's copy this and we'll have some fun. So let's copy this and see what happens when I actually paste this. Okay, so when I paste this, you can see it has the scene description. So it has already identified it and mentioned it in style instructions. You can see when it comes to speaker 1 and speaker 2, it has already identified that and it has filled it up. So let's run this. Before that, guys, I actually wanted to show you something. There is actually an issue. It was able to identify the context, but you can see this is not the starting. Actually, the starting is actually included in the style instruction, which should not happen. And the reason it has happened is they have mentioned girlfriend and boyfriend in parentheses. That is the reason it was not able to pick it up. So what I'll do is I'll just get rid of this girlfriend and boyfriend, and that should fix the issue. Now you can see it is actually included in the dialogue. Let's run this. Okay guys, it's done generating. Let's have some fun.
Frustrated. Can you please look at me for 5 seconds instead of staring at that stupid game?
It's not a stupid game, okay? I've had a long day and this helps me unwind.
Unwind? You've been unwinding for 5 hours. I brought dinner, tried to talk to you, and it's like I don't even exist.
You do exist. I'm just decompressing. It's not like I'm out cheating or ignoring you on purpose.
Wow, what a low bar. At least I'm not cheating. Great boyfriend material.
That's not what I meant, and you know it. You make it sound like video games are some evil thing I do to avoid you.
No, I make it sound like I miss you. You don't even notice when I come home anymore. Yesterday, I told you about my presentation, and you just nodded while playing. Did you even hear me?
I remember you said it went well.
I said it got postponed because my boss was sick. You didn't hear a word, but you sure remember every little stat in that damn game.
Okay, you're right. That was bad. But you also get mad even when I play for like 30 minutes. It's not always hours.
No, I get mad when you only make time for that. We used to cook together, go on walks, laugh about random stuff. Now it's just you and a screen.
I didn't realize it got this bad for you. But sometimes when we hang out, you're scrolling on your phone. Should I start counting your screen time too?
I scroll because you're not talking to me. It feels like I'm waiting for you to be present again. And yeah, I escape too, but not from you.
That's fair. I guess I've been taking you for granted. I just get lost in games because they give me a break from stress. But I didn't think I was pushing you away.
I'm not asking you to give it up. I'm asking to be let in again. I want us to feel real. Not like I'm dating a guy who's emotionally AFK.
You're right. I've been zoned out, not just from the game, but from you. And that's not okay. How about tomorrow night? Just us. No games, I'll cook. You pick the movie.
Only if you promise not to press pause halfway through to check your inventory.
Deal. Unless it's a cooking scene, I might need some pointers.
God, I hate how cute you are sometimes. Just don't make me fight dragons to get your attention again, okay?
No more dragons. Just you and me.
So that was a typical conversation between a couple. And with that, guys, I think I was able to cover everything, show you. Google is offering you a conversational model that is equal to or even better than advanced voice mode. I do admit that advanced voice mode has this capability that it can sing, reduce sound effects and everything. But other than that, having a real conversation, Gemini is very good at it. And the real point is it's absolutely free. Talking about generating text to speech, you saw what can be achieved using Gemini TTS, and this is truly unlimited. So if you do think that I was able to give you something informative or let you have a fun time, please do hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you are my subscriber, please ensure that you have enabled the notification bell, because I have seen that many of my subscribers have not enabled the notification bell to all. Please do that. That really helps me a lot. I hope you had a good time, guys. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.